started, I had the most amount of gear.
Now you have the least.
Now, Rixer has the least.
Oh yeah, because Rixer doesn't know how to fucking do his job.
Correct. Correct.
All right, we are live. Let me go get some ice and some soda, and we can get started.
What's up, motherfuckers that are listening before we officially start?
Mexican
Y'all are
American.
fucking weird. But we appreciate it, man. We appreciate weird. Kill them motherfucking bugs. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. I've got a bad feeling about this. Feeling about this. There's just so many of them. Oh man, I am really about to go up there without any friggin' ammo. That's genius. Oh.
That was a fighting tater.
Oh dear Lord in heaven, we're all gonna fucking die. Thanks, Matt.
That's right, darling. Listen, Joanna. If you had to put a banana in your hungry cunt, listen, those bananas are as worn out as the ones in the refrigerator right now. God, Ricochet wants to be part of the Hurt Business? Why?
Because he knows that if not, he's gonna be stuck in fucking catering.
He's the new Cedric! Sorry. That's an insult to Cedric. He's a less talented Cedric. Oh, Mexican Americans, where Travis Kelce's getting married. I can't wait to hear your opinion on that. The Swifties and the Kansas City fans all reunite.
Cool. For what? Who cares?
A wedding.
Oh, dude, yeah, I saw that, and a few people at work were like, "Oh, you just sound jealous. You're not invited." I would show up just to fuck it up. Like, Jesus Christ, who gives a fuck about those two sons of bitches getting fucking married? Who gives two flying fucks?
No, the people that actually care are the people that are waiting for her breakup album.
breakup album's gonna be epic.
Right? Her breakup album's gonna be fucking triple platinum.
Her breakup album's gonna be that Bill and Ted song. Fucking
It's gonna solve world peace.
Keep throwing your fire at me, motherfucker. I'm immune. I'm not immune, but I only take like 50% damage, so you can suck my dick.
I'll put you in the void.
In the void you go.
In the void you go. Because God forbid, Thunderbolts was a shitty movie.
Yes.
The only good thing that came out of Thunderbolts was the fact that we were gonna get it's for fucking Secret War. That's it. Secret War and Doomsday. That's it. All right, we ready? I take that as a yes.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'm gonna be. Let's do this.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Betting Window on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, Stephen Ronnie, and with me, as always,
Captain Stuntcock.
Mexican Americans.
We're in the middle of a very epic battle with a lot of fucking bugs. Hey, you motherfuckers are happy I put that turret there now, aren't you? Assholes.
And if you are new to the show, welcome. And if you aren't, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why haven't you been here soon enough?
Where the fuck you been, man?
But if you're new, welcome. This is a sports betting / sports radio show where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports betting and entertainment.
With the occasional tangents off and you can have no fucking what.
Well, you know, sometimes Joanna gets involved and Raider Dave needs to fucking make his way back as the NFL begins now.
Yes, so I did talk to Raider Dave.
Oh?
And he will be back next week.
Yay!
He's
Raider
ready to
Dave.
talk about.
Wait, what happened
He's ready.
to... Well, I think one thing we got to talk about is what the fuck was his last name?
Oh, yeah, he said he's going to explain it. He's Greek, by the way. He wanted me to let you know that so you can try to figure it out that way. He says that it is not, it's not like spelled the way that you should spell it like here, but like his grandparents never changed it.
So it's My Drapes?
No, so it's Metropodes, but it's spelled MEATDRAPDES.
Listen, I believe Raider Dave is about his last name as much as I believe he was in Vietnam.
He still clings to that Vietnam story. Like I said, he'll be back next week.
He's 20!
He says he's going to fill us in on everything. He said he's been gone. You know, he enjoyed his summer abroad.
What? By abroad meaning in some dude's creepy basement because he didn't fucking... Because he was on the run thinking that he was going to get whacked by the mob?
No, look, he explained that. He said he's going to explain that to you when he gets back. He says that if Vinny calls anybody to tell him basically fuck off, Dave's dead. But I'm pretty sure Vinny listens to the show, so he knows that Dave will be on next week.
Yeah, so God forbid. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
Look, he says he's had a summer abroad, and by abroad, he means on the run from this dude. And next week, he's going to talk about all Raider Dave.
Oh, well, tune in for that, because God forbid. Holy shit, that's going to be fucking epic.
Well, I mean, honestly, the last time we heard from Raider Dave, like, was what, WrestleMania?
Yeah, because he decided to go try to get to WrestleMania a week before it happened.
No, it was after it happened because he was pissed off.
A week after, sorry. He was watching R-Truth and John Cena have a match.
Yeah, he actually showed up, on Saturday for the show, and it was a week later, and nobody told him. Apparently, he was super duper pissed. I wasn't there, didn't see it. But after that, Dave kind of disappeared on us.
Yeah, he was supposed to go out to see you, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to meet me in Mascoutah, Illinois, and somehow ended up in Massachusetts.
Talk about taking the piss out of a road trip bit.
I told him, I'm like, when the fuck would we have moved to Massachusetts, Dave? He didn't have an answer. He said he had to go. He thought Vinny was coming, and that was it. I've been getting weird messages from him, like postcards. Who the fuck sends a postcard, Ronnie?
Someone on the run? Someone that doesn't want to be traced?
Legitimately sent me a postcard, and it was from a fucking truck stop in Oklahoma.
Ain't God take you for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train.
The days are gone. Dave's coming. Because he sent me a fucking postcard.
Because Dave, he sent me a fucking letter.
I got in the mail, like, normally I check the mail, it's like either, like, deliveries or bills. I mean, let's be honest, we're adults. And I see a fucking postcard, I'm like, this has got to be like an advertisement. And no. Straight up, update on Raider Dave on a fucking postcard from Oklahoma.
Huh.
Make it make sense. How did he get from Massachusetts to Oklahoma?
That's a great question.
A truck stop. I wonder if he follows the unwritten rules of the road.
I mean, he's already freaking crop dust, so I mean. Whee! So, this is interesting. This is breaking news. Ongoing breaking news.
Okay, what do we got?
After Florida State upset Alabama, I guess Florida State freshman linebacker Ethan Pritchard was shot in the back of the head Sunday night.
Jesus Christ.
God must have been with him because God forbid this is anything worse. His father says he remains in stable condition.
Really?
Yeah, this is according to Andrea Edelson from ESPN. Okay. Ethan was shot. Oh, go ahead.
Is there like a full moon or something coming up? It's getting crazy.
I know, right? Cats, dogs living with each other. All hell breaking loose.
Well, no, I mean, like, we have that for breaking news. That fucking shit that I told you about, like, before we went on the air.
Yeah.
Which, like, I was actually going to talk about that show because, like, it was a good night for me professionally. And then that news came through, and it's like, well, fuck.
So hold on, let me finish this story because this is weird. So, and this is where shit gets fucked up. Remains in stable condition. He told Earl Pritchard, the father, told that Ethan Pritchard was shot while driving his aunt home from a family gathering in Havana, Florida, which was about 16 miles from Tallahassee near the Georgia state line. He was actually in the car talking to his sister around the corner to his daughter's house to drop her off. Earl said they turned the corner, and as soon as they turned the corner, they heard gunshots. Doctors continue to monitor the swelling. Investigation into the shooting. They're investigating it. Obviously, Mike Morvello on Wednesday. Today, he was able to briefly visit with him in the hospital. He remains in contact with Earl, with the father. A lot is going on. Says it's a lot. Not going to say it's not. Morvello says, I tried to give players daily updates. I was able to go in yesterday for a short period of time in visitation, a handful of minutes. He's still in stable condition. Prayers, thoughts and prayers are with him, yada, and et cetera, et cetera. No word if they got the guy that shot him.
Now that's fucking crazy.
No word in this article.
That's fucking crazy.
Puts a bullet in the... while he was driving.
That's execution style.
Yeah, but
like,
what's worse? The fact that or the guy had the balls, like, it was a freaking, like gang killing almost.
Well, I mean, we don't know if it was a gang thing, do we?
No, but I'm saying is, he wasn't by himself. His aunt was sitting right next to him. Because he says he was shot while driving his aunt home from a family gathering. Like, yeah, right? Like, that's nuts. And this came out at 2:30 today.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I don't know. Your shit might top this.
It really might, like, I don't know. Okay, so I didn't know if I was going to want to talk about this, but I feel like it's only appropriate because of how fucked up the situation is. Okay, so this past Saturday, I went and worked a show that I work every single month on the last Saturday in Mount Vernon, Illinois. I'm not going to say the name of the promotion because it's not relevant to the story at this point. So, good night, decent show. Right before intermission, me and Dear Colthar go out and regain the tag team championships in a four corners match. So during intermission, like, all the fans that are there, they want to come up, they want to, say congratulations to the new champions or tell us that we suck, whatever have you. And this fan comes up, and it's this lady. She's, I don't know, maybe in her 40s, late 40s or mid-late 40s. And she's just having fucking the best time you can tell. And, like, she's like, well, this is my first wrestling show ever. And I was like, oh, congratulations. Blah. She stood there and talked with us for a little bit, and then she asked Gabe, like, can I get a picture with you guys? And we're like, fucking, for sure, man, absolutely. That's what we do. So we take this picture. Haven't really started doing all the stuff that I normally do, where, like, I go through and I look for pictures from the event. And Colthar messages me just a little bit ago. And there's a screenshot of the picture that we took with this lady Saturday night. And he's like, hey, do you remember taking this picture? I'm like, yeah, of course I do, man. Lady's first show, she was having a good time, talking about coming back out. She was a fan of us. And apparently, Sunday morning, this woman's husband and her got into a domestic dispute that ended in her being murdered.
Yeah.
So, not gonna lie, got me a little fucked up, like mentally, because like I really hope that like the pictures that she took with all the wrestlers and of the event weren't a determining factor in the argument that set off that chain reaction. But at the same time, I guess it's pretty cool that like this poor woman's last night alive, like she at least had a good time, like was thoroughly enjoying herself and having a good evening.
Right.
So there's that. But like Jesus fucking Christ, man. The world has gone crazy, and y'all motherfuckers need to get your shit together because we can't devolve anymore, or else we're gonna be fucking cavemen again.
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all motherfuckers need something. Y'all motherfuckers need your deity of choice. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Oh, and then you mix that in with all the injuries that have been happening in the last week in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this overcasts anything Major League Baseball can throw at us right now.
Oh, it does. But then you factor everything else in. It's like, yeah, now you just got like about 18 fucking injuries. And I mean like bad injuries too. Just in the last 2 days, Miller exits the game after feeling a pop in his elbow. That's the Brewers closer. Padres' Jason Adams carted off the field with a ruptured quadricep.
Okay, that's 18 months out.
D-backs out with the player out for the season with a torn ACL. Roman Anthony from the Red Sox is likely out with the year with an oblique strain.
I mean, that doesn't even fucking require surgery.
That we know of. We don't. They have to give. This literally happened about 7 hours ago. So they still need to get.
I mean, you did call it a strain, correct?
That's what they called it. And then you get the catcher that took a 95-mile-an-hour sinker right to the fucking chest. And hello, Christian.
Stop.
We're talking about Valdez right now. We're just talking about. Yeah, you missed some sketchy shit that we just talked about people getting shot and, 50% lived.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice.
did you see the shit last night with Flamber Valdez?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't watch the Yankee game.
I mean, I saw it, but I probably just didn't see that in particular.
So, Ryan, did you see this at all yet or no?
What are we talking about?
Framber Valdez?
No.
Okay, so Flamber Valdez, for anyone that doesn't know, is the ace of the trash cans. I mean, Astros.
Trash hole.
The Trastros. Worked good, worked it, put in the lab, came out cool.
Houston asshole.
Yes. He wanted a specific pitch from his catcher. Catcher didn't throw it. He threw the pitch the catcher wanted, and Trent Grisham took him yard for a grand slam. Next pitch doesn't shake off the catcher, doesn't shake off Caesar, doesn't do anything. Throws a 95-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. He thought it was a slider and hit him square in the chest.
Stop his heart?
No. He's lucky that it didn't. Because it was a blatant he did it on purpose. And no one's calling him out, no one's doing any of that, but he fucking, like, it just, yeah. I just sent it to you guys. Two-seamer right into the fucking chest. And no one's saying that he didn't do it on purpose. I'm sorry, if that's me, and that's me, I'm the catcher, Valdez getting these hands.
Oh, for sure, dude.
He's getting these hands either on the field or in the tunnel.
Let me see this. I'll let you know what's an ass whooping and what's not.
Oh,
Now, if this is the way that he described it, come on, even you'll admit that's an ass whoop.
right, watch the video. I literally just put it in the group chat.
Let me see.
Or, you know what?
Someone who need his ass whooped is trying to tell somebody what's an ass whooping. Ronnie, I'm talking about you.
Again, I know what I'm saying.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Okay.
Right.
That a boy, Grish.
What?
Watch the screen.
Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, see? Yeah, Yeah, he getting the cleat up his ass.
Ass whooping.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he getting these hands. He going full bore. He's getting these either way. It's either going to be before, it's going to be in the tunnel, or it's going to be after the game. That locker room better be cleared out. We're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not no center fielder. This is not no shortstop. The catcher is the quarter. No matter how many people want to argue with it, the catcher is the quarterback of baseball. Shortstop may be the leader. Center field might be the right-hand man. The catcher is the quarterback. He's the one literally calling the entire game. For a pitcher to pull a Bull Durham, I'm sorry. You know what the next thing you're doing is I'm telling the pitcher, hey, fastball, be nice to me. I would pull a Bull Durham. I would literally look at the next batter and be like, he's throwing you a two-seamer. Catch up to it.
He's throwing you two-seamer. You've got this.
See that? It just fucking hit off the wall. Now we owe him a damn steak. And then mix that in with the Chapman getting a one-game ban now for Matt Chapman getting a one-game ban for the brawl with the fucking Rockies. Come on now. Because the Rockies didn't like the way he just stood in the box, that Rafael Devers stood in the box and watched a home run go out. Granted, it was by the foul pole, so why would do the trot if it's going to go foul? But baseball's winding down, thank God. Is there any other news in any other sports before we dive into football? Is there anything that you guys want to talk about before
I got nothing.
While I'm looking? Right?
No.
No? All right,
Yeah.
well, let's dive into college football. We talked about the FSU player getting shot in the back of the head earlier. Yeah, Christian, you missed that conversation.
I heard about it, though.
He's stable. He's in stable condition.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, like Ryan, like you said, there's straight up execution style, too. And now this comes out that a Army football player was rescued after the game after their loss. He rescued a man from a burning vehicle. Go figure.
That's
What?
kind of what I'd expect.
Yeah. I mean, you just start seeing these weird fucking things. But, alright. Alright, takeaways from week 1. Let me run through some shit real quick. And, Christian, I didn't post the video yet. I'm going to post it tonight.
All right, yeah, just let me know.
Yeah,
And
I've
I'm
been
sending
busy.
you. Hold on, I'm sending you what's not being picked.
Okay, yeah, just put it in the group chat.
I will. No, I'm sending it to you directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Overall, I'm looking at this and the amount. Okay, so Texas, Ohio State. I got to talk about this real quick. For anyone that thinks that Arch Manning is a complete and utter joke and a bust, shut the fuck up. This is his first legit game as a starter on the road in Columbus. And he's like, everyone's like, oh, he wasn't this, he wasn't that, he wasn't moving lateral, he was throwing this. Texas offensive line sucks. Arch had no time in the pocket. And when he did, he had no receivers getting open. So in reality, I blame Stark. And Ohio State only winning by 7 means absolutely nothing for no one, because as long as Texas can win the SEC, because God knows Bama ain't gonna fucking do it this year, then Texas is still in the playoff. It doesn't matter. People need to chill. Arch Manning still has 2 more years of eligibility after this year, or counting this year. So if he comes back for 1 more year, who cares? Actually might be better, because Nussmeier right now looks like he's going to go first overall in the draft. So, I mean, there's that. Christian, I know you probably talked about the Ohio State game.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway first off, are you going to be there for MEQ this week?
Should be.
Okay. All right. I'll put that in pencil. My biggest takeaway was Matt Patricia just completely outcoached Steve Sarkisian. He coached circles around him. And Texas never adjusted. What do I always say? The football team that wins is normally the group that makes adjustments. And that game went exactly like I knew it would. I said it was going to be a defensive game for the first half, and then both offenses were going to open things up. But give a lot of credit to this Ohio State secondary, because they forced Arch to beat them underneath. They did not let him take a shot down the field. They did not let him throw over the top. But it also seemed like whenever Texas would move the ball, it was because of Quintravian Wisener. He would take the ball out the backfield. He would get 7-8 yards a carry, and then they just get away from that. But Texas ran in to the same problems that they did last year, moving the ball down the field, and then in the end zone, you're coming away with empty opportunities. You're leaving points on the table, and you're not going to win doing that. And it caught up to them last year. They did it in the SEC championship against Georgia, and they did it in the Cotton Bowl against Ohio State.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have asked Texas defense to play better than what they did. I mean, you held Jeremiah Smith in check, and Jeremiah, to me, is the best all-around player. in the country.
It's also
Yeah.
but it's at the same time too. In all due reality, it is only week 1.
No, it is. You're absolutely right.
So I mean, there's still plenty of football. There's still plenty of football. Speaking of that, there's not a lot of news when it comes to football, except for, like I said, except for what you've talked about probably on Monday. The NFL now kicks off this week. In reality, the only big news that came out today was the Jets are going to be down a guard again. Elijah Vera Tucker out with a torn tricep. Funny thing is, everyone's like, oh, the Jets are going to be awful running the ball. Does it really matter? Because Elijah Vera Tucker hasn't been there for the last 3 fucking seasons. So, I don't think it's going to fucking matter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, and if anyone really cares, the what the fuck moment of the day, Taylor Swift is looking like she's going to be a Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, yay!
Yeah! Does every Super Bowl halftime ticket come with a cup of bleach? No? Fuck it, I'm getting my own. Better off fucking having Weird Al fucking be the halftime show. At least that would be more entertaining.
It would be more entertaining, yes. I do agree with that. Thor agrees with it.
Exactly.
Too. Thor, do you like Weird Al? You do?
Do you like... Ryan, do you like Gladiator movies?
Dog.
Have you ever been to a Turkish bathhouse?
I can't say that. Yeah.
I will say this. Biggest takeaway out of everything, Nico not going to get paid anymore. Should have stayed in Tennessee. Because UCLA is not a good fit for him because Utah decided to curb stomp that ass.
Curb
Yeah, I
stomp?
think my biggest takeaway was LSU. I call LSU to beat Clemson. That defense is for real. They fly all over the field. They swarm the ball. They attack you face up. They want to punch you in the mouth. And my key going into that game was to keep Cade Klubnik in the pocket. And they did just that. And I just didn't think the offense would be able to move the ball on this LSU defense.
They still did, though. It was only a 7-point win. UCLA got smoked by Utah. The final was something along, oh God, what was it, like 55 to 14?
But Ronnie, you're missing the point I'm making. Everyone gave Clemson this game in a box with gift wrap, with a bow on it.
43-10,
no one gave
sorry.
LSU a chance.
That's not fully true. A lot of people gave LSU a chance because they had the guy who was at that time was the second favorite to win the Heisman. They had Nussmeier was there. The reason that everyone was looking at giving them the possible favorites spot is because it was in Death Valley.
Yeah.
And Clemson rarely loses at home. Now, that's also big on LSU because they win a road game in Clemson. That's a big check mark. But you're also talking about the 9th team in the nation beating the 4th team in the nation. Honestly, the big takeaway too is Florida State for real?
I need to see a little bit more from them. I want to see how they do against Clemson because I know they play Clemson, and I want to see how they do against Miami. And that's another team that I touched on Monday Evening Quarterback. Like, if they get that version of Carson back, Miami's going to be just fine.
Yeah. Ryan, did you watch any football? I know you were at your show.
No.
What?
No.
No. Yeah, he's fighting bugs. Like, again, yeah, okay, they were two ranked teams, but I'm also looking, like, you also got to look at, like, how these games are played. Notre Dame is going to be fine. Miami's going to be fine. Clemson, all those teams that played against each other, they're going to be fine. I'll go back to it. Everyone thought UCLA was going to be the next hype in the Big Ten because of the whole fiasco by Nico. I can't pronounce his last name. Something bloodline. That's the big issue. He came in and they only scored 10 points on a Utah team that, if they keep this up, they're winning the Big 12. And I'm sorry, if Utah gets a home game in the first week, I would not want to go into Utah in fucking December. And I feel bad for a team like BYU when the Holy War comes around. Because that's the best team I saw all week. Taking care of business. Because teams like Penn State slowed their roll. Like, they slowed down. Virginia Tech, I'm sorry, are we going to also sit here and say that Virginia Tech is really going to be that team? No, because they're going to start off 0-2. Because I will tell you right now, this week they go home to Blacksburg to play Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt's going to grind out a game against Va Tech and come out probably with a victory.
They're going to stick it.
What was that?
They're going to stick it in their butt and break it off.
Pretty much. Shine it up real nice, turn it sideways, stick it right up that candy ass. And, teams like TCU, Utah, Arizona did exactly what I thought they were going to do against Hawaii. Wazoo is a fucking joke of a team. You only win by 3 points to Idaho. The Fighting Taters almost should have won. The Fighting Taters should have won that game.
Go Fighting Taters.
Like, BYU beating Portland State shows me nothing because it was 69-0.
I'm sorry, did you say 69-0?
Yes.
I've seen nicer prison rapes.
Yeah. Not as bad as USC, Missouri State. I don't know what's more impressive. USC putting up 73 or them giving up 13?
69-0 is worse.
Yeah, it's 9-point difference, but still 73 to 13. The fact that they gave up 13 points still, to me, is like, what the fuck? You still put up 73.
They didn't want the other team to feel bad.
Oh, and to cap it all off, the good old Minutemen literally only showed up for a minute because Temple went into UMass and dog walked them, 42-10.
And now you know how they got the name Minutemen.
Oh, God. Boston College beat Fordham. Holy shit, yeah, they did. Navy beat VMI 52-7. Like, the teams... Here's a shocking one. Purdue won 31-0 to Ball State. like, there are a couple ones that stand out, like Illinois State losing to Oklahoma 35-7. Oklahoma didn't put in the backups until 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. Until they got it to 35 or 35-3. Kansas State should not be ranked. I'll say that again. Because they barely got a win over North Dakota. Not the good one. There's a lot of things that it's either they haven't had they haven't had the continuity yet to play with each other, or they're bad.
Maybe they're just bad.
I mean, that's a possibility, and that's something we got to keep looking into. Because, like, Tulane beat Northwestern. Northwestern is bad this year. But, like, I'll go back to that Wazoo game. Wazoo is soon to be in the new Pac-12. And you lose to a FBS or a 1AA school in Idaho who, let's face it, they haven't been really that good lately.
Yep.
Like, to me, that means Wazoo should not be favored in half the fucking games.
But they will be.
Oh, yeah, because they're Washington State. Christian, what do you think?
All right, bring it up again, because I was looking something up.
No, all I'm saying is, though, is like...
Is it titties covered in syrup?
No,
Trish,
that's after the show.
It was Trish Stratus or AJ. It was Trish Stratus or AJ Lee.
That's after the show.
Going for the new John Cena move, the 5-knuckle shuffle.
For some reason, I can see Christian being like Ronnie from Role Models. Where like, what are you drawing there? That's Beyonce pouring sugar on my dick.
Hey, yo.
Oh, great fucking movie from Kiss My Anthea.
Kiss.
The fact that Sean William Scott is back to play Stifler one more time.
Nobody else could be Stifler.
Well, we got one more American Pie movie, and it's American Funeral, and it's because Stifler's mother is going to die.
Oh, damn. Eugene Levy outlived another one?
Oh, get ready for this. They're going to show Stifler's father in this.
Oh, who's it going to be? It's got to be a washed-up rock star.
Close. Because there's going to be Tiger Blood in that.
James Earl Jones?
No, Tiger Blood. Because he's always winning. Fucking Charlie Sheen is going to play Stifler's father.
See that?
What?
That makes sense.
Yeah. And now you're gonna have Sean William Scott, Charlie Sheen, and Eugene Levy in scenes together to talk about his mother, to talk about Stifler's mother. And, oh yeah, and all the original cast is back.
Oh, yeah. I did see that because, like, Allison Hannigan doesn't look like she has aged a day.
No. And Tara Reid looks like she's aged like the Crypt Keeper.
Because she did age like the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, God. Tara Reid is far from Van Wilder.
I will agree with that wholeheartedly.
You're right. She's ranking. I'm going to steal one from John. She ranks like a 4 on the Clydesdale scale. You know what the Clydesdale scale is, right?
I do. Go ahead and say it.
It's how many Clydesdales it takes to rip her face off.
Hey, yo. I'm still here.
Christian, what I was saying is, like, other than the top 25, or other than the marquee games that were ranked versus ranked, was there any game that like really stood out to you that like be more troublesome?
I won't say it was more troublesome necessarily, but I love what I saw from Rocco Beck in Iowa State. Did you see what his finishing stat line was at the end of that game?
No, I did not against South Dakota.
He completed his first 14 passes. He finished the game 19 to 20.
19 to 20, 278, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Yep. That's completing 95% of your passes.
Yeah. I mean, and looking at this, the defense wasn't really going hard. I mean, they only got 50 tackles in the entire game.
Yeah.
Like South Dakota that defense held them to 126 yards passing and 82 yards rushing.
Now I can't wait to see what he does against a Kirk Ferentz-led Iowa defense.
We'll get to the Cyhawk. We'll get to the Cyhawk game. Because that is on the list today. But until we do, like I said, the other question I was going to have for you is those, and we'll get to the rankings afterwards, the Va-Tech game. South Carolina versus Va-Tech.
Okay.
Is that something that Va-Tech fans should be worried about?
I mean, it's the first game. Listen, I'm not one to necessarily panic after a game, nor do I like using the term must win so early on. I remember having to do that last year with the Ravens after they started 0-2. But, season just started. You're still trying to find your rhythm, still trying to figure out where you belong. You'll be all right.
Because they outgained South Carolina. Like, they really did. But yet they still lose by 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
Which just shows you that the defense, as much as they were outgaining, South Carolina beat them on special teams. And I mean, listen, the one thing that no one wants to talk about is Sellers pounded the rock and just beat the living shit out of the Va-Tech's defense.
Yeah, he did. He did that to a lot of defenses.
So what's stopping, and we'll get into it a little more when we get into the picks, what's stopping Vandy from doing that? Because Vandy runs like a team that's like Navy.
Just all about how they execute it. Because, you can't attack a defense the same way another team did. You gotta you can take what they did and add it to your own plate, but find a different way to move the ball on that.
Right, but I mean, that's literally how Vandy's a service academy style.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna run it. They're gonna be running the triple option. So we'll get into that pick when we get there. But right now, let's get into the top 25. And we have two teams that are officially out of the top 25. K-State and Boise State. Not shocked. Boise State got smoked by South Florida. K-State, like we said before, got away with a 2-point victory over North Dakota. Going in, top 25, number 25, joining the ranks, Utah, beating UCLA. Now they got Cal Poly waiting, which should be an easy win. Number 24, Texas Tech, down a spot. I mean, they played Arkansas Pine Bluff. Shocking. Indiana, number 23, down 3 spots. Number 22, good old Rocket Top. Good old Tennessee beating Syracuse, jumping them up 2 spots. Number 21, and the biggest free fall of them all, Alabama. Dropped 13 spots. Nothing more can really be said. They're gonna go up. They have UNL Monroe, so that'll change. Number 20, Ole Miss. They got Kentucky next. Number 19, Texas A&M. Staying put. Number 18, staying put, Oklahoma. Number 17, down a spot, SMU. Number 16, up 6 spots, Iowa State Cyclones. Number 15, down a spot, which is fair, Michigan. Number 14, joining the ranks for the first time this year, back in the top 25, Florida State, the Noles. They deserve it after beating Alabama. Number 13. Number 13, definitely not backing down in the swamp after beating Long Island University 55-0. The Gators of Florida. They're gonna have a tough task coming up because they got South Florida coming up next week, or in 2 weeks technically. Number 12, down a spot, Arizona State. Number 11, up a spot, Illinois. Number 10, up 3 spots, the Gamecocks of South Carolina. Number 9, down 3 spots, we have Notre Dame. Number 8, down 4 spots, LSU, Jesus Christ, no. Clemson. Number 7, down 6 spots. I don't agree with this. It's Texas. I think that's too far of a drop for a 7-point loss. Number 6, good old Puddle the Duck is happy about this one. It's Oregon. Number 5, up 5 spots, Miami. Number 4, after beating a fucking shitty Marshall team, Georgia. Number 3, LSU. Number 2, Penn State. And number 1, Ohio State. Do not agree with Ohio State and Texas and where they're ranked. I have no issue with Ohio State going up to 2. But also with that being said, Penn State also won. Penn State shouldn't be jumped by Ohio State. Granted, it's a moot point when we get to October and we get into conference games. That will fix itself anyway, so why does it matter? Right, Christian, what do you think? What do you think about the list?
Not bad. I was wondering how far down Texas would fall. Where's Notre Dame?
Notre Dame is 9.
Wow. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, shit. But, all right. If that is what we got, then we should jump in to our picks. And we what was that, right?
Let's go.
And we kick off with, well, we said it before, the Cyhawk. Iowa versus Iowa State. This is in Cyclones' home. This is in Iowa State. The line opened up at 1.5 for Iowa State. It has now jumped to 3. with an over under. Let me hold on. An over under of 41.5. Hammer the under. This game does not score 40 fucking points ever. It's like Red River. It's always a fucking under. Is Iowa State ready for this defense? That is the main question. I don't know. This is on the road in Iowa State. I unfortunately do not think Iowa could pull this out. If this was in Kinnick, I would say differently. But until I see otherwise, give me the Cyclones.
I'll
Right?
take Cyclone.
Iowa State.
Cyclone.
Christian?
Yeah, I previewed this one yesterday. I like Iowa State. It's contrasting styles of football.
Yeah.
Iowa, they're going to have to run the football because can Mark Gronowski, can he make a pass when it matters most? And you know you're going to get that from Rocco on the other side for the Cyclones. I remember the last time I previewed this matchup. It was a top 10 matchup. I think Iowa was ranked number 10 and Iowa State was ranked 9th. Yeah, I like the Cyclones in this one because they can beat you in a variety of ways. You know, they have 2 tall tight ends that they can get the football to. They're going to run the ball. Rocco's going to get the ball to his weapons. And defensively, I think they're going to rise to the occasion, and they're going to dare Mark Gronowski to beat them.
Yep. All right, next. The UConn Huskies take on the Syracuse Orange. Cuse is opened at an 8.5 point favorite, but UConn has been taking some money. Is now Cuse down to 6.5. Cuse got embarrassed against Tennessee. They're gonna come out with their hair on fire. Give me Cuse in the cover.
Yeah, I'll take Cuse.
Yeah, I like Syracuse as well.
Next, Illinois goes down to North Carolina to take on Christian's hated college in them Duke boys. Illinois opened at a 3.5 point favorite. Now it is a 3-point favorite. This is in Duke. This is going to be interesting. I will take Duke with the points. I think Duke pulls this upset off. Right?
Duke.
I like Duke.
I never thought I heard those words come out of your mouth.
Fuck you.
Well, those words we're used to.
Yeah.
Do you think Duke wins this game?
Baylor, after the embarrassing loss that they took to Auburn, goes down, stays in Texas, and goes to SMU. SMU opened at 3.5. It is now at a 2.5. Until I see Baylor actually do something, I'm not putting any money on that. Give me SMU.
Yep. No, actually, you know what? Give me Baylor.
This is who?
Baylor and SMU.
Oh, where's it at?
It's in SMU.
I like SMU.
Yeah. Until I see otherwise, I want to see Baylor actually win a game. All right. Virginia goes down to North Carolina to take on the Wolfpack of NC State. NC State is a 3-point favorite. It opened and is now a 2.5 point favorite. I think Virginia against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina came out very flat. I do not.
I'll be back, guys. You keep talking,
Okay.
Ronnie.
I don't like seeing what Virginia did. Give me NC State.
Yeah, NC State.
Okay. Ryan.
NC State.
I know. It's not what I was asking. Christian stepped out. I got to get to the next game.
Oh, okay.
Your EMP game.
Okay.
Kansas Rock Chalk Jayhawks fly to Missouri to take on Mizzou. Mizzou opened at a 5.5-point favorite, is now 6.5-point favorites. Mizzou taking money. Besides an EMP going off and it ends in a tie, who do you got winning?
Don't give a fuck.
I can't even put down what's less insulting for you.
Neither.
LA Rams.
Sure.
yeah, right. Hold on, I'm just gonna write in here EMP.
Yeah, EMP.
Missouri didn't show me anything. Kansas has at least played legit competition, even if it is Fresno State. I think Kansas. What?
Oh, State.
Chico State. Mexican Americans.
American.
They've at least played some real competition. Kansas also is in their third game this year, which means compared to Mizzou's second, which means they're probably already a little bit caught up, a little bit more banged up, but they're also going to be a little more seasoned. Give me Rock Chalk. People forget 20 years ago, we're talking about Kansas being the number one team in the nation. People forget about that.
Yeah.
Like, Kansas was never a bad football school. It just was never known as a football school.
Right.
All right, I'm back.
All right, you only missed 2 games.
Okay.
NC State versus Virginia. It's in Wolfpack.
Virginia.
Okay, and Ryan picked an EMP, but Kansas versus Mizzou. It's in Missouri.
Oh, wow. That can go either way. Give me Kansas.
I'm in agreement with you on that. Ryan just doesn't give a shit, and he just wants an EMP to go off. No one
Has Ryan ever given a shit?
Yeah, but it's talking about 2 of his most hated places ever.
Fuck the Jayhawkers. Fuck the Tigers. They can both lick my fucking butthole.
Hey, yo.
And there's a sound clip. Thank you. Yeah. Thank God you do not actually watch college basketball, because, I can only imagine you during Jayhawk season. All right, West Virginia, Country Road taking on Ohio. West Virginia opened at a 3-point favorite. Now it is at 3.5. West Virginia might win this game. I think Ohio keeps this close. Give me West Virginia to win, but not cover.
Win, but not cover.
Yeah, so West Virginia wins by 3.
West Virginia.
Right, you taking it too?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Christian, you are previewing this. Let me get this out first. Michigan takes on Oklahoma. Oklahoma was a 1.5-point favorite going when it opened. It is now all the way up to 5.
And who's the favorite?
Boomer.
Yeah, because it's in Norman.
Yep.
This is intriguing because, Michigan, you expected them to have such a down season throwing the ball last year. I mean, only 2 guys accounted for 200 yards passing. I mean, they just couldn't get much of anything going. But what I saw against New Mexico State the other day, Bryce Underwood, he just lets the game come to him. Just fluid, smooth in the pocket, great release, hits the receivers in stride. They got back to running the football. This is the best start I've seen their offense in 2 seasons, and they're gonna have one of the best defenses in college football. And then Oklahoma, they have their own quarterback in John Mateer. Can't wait to see him. This is actually going to be my first time seeing either quarterback play. I preview this one on Saturday. Be on the lookout.
So, the thing is what no one understands about this game is if you go back and rewatch everything, the Sooners played a shitty FBS team. Now, does it help that, say, Michigan played like New Mexico? No, it doesn't really help them. It shows that Michigan can't, if they are dealing with trick plays, they're going to have a problem. But straight up, Michigan's going to hold with the best of them. 5 is way too many points. If this should be Oklahoma 2.5, but even then, I think Michigan's going to pull up the upset. Give me the Wolverines, Ryan.
Wolverines. Yeah, as I said, I didn't know we were doing some Red Dawn shit up in here. I'm game. Let's go.
All right. You play to win the game. Arizona State taking on Mississippi State. Arizona State opened at 10-point favorite. Now they're down to 6.5. Mississippi State playing against a team from the Sun Belt. Might not look like it was a lot, but it really is. But now they're going to step up in competition. Give me the Sun Devils. Triton's up. Give me Arizona State.
I'm with you. I like Arizona State.
Yeah, it's go Arizona State.
And the game that I already been talking about to death. Diego, Vanderbilt going into Blacksburg to take on Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech opened this game at 3 points. It is now down to 1. I guarantee you this game is going to flip and go to Vandy minus as the favorite, or it's going to end in a pick'em. Virginia Tech is not a good team. I'm sorry. Oh, well, it's Blacksburg at night. Oh, Enter Sandman's playing. Vanderbilt had played last year. It's the same team as last year. Played Alabama, even though it was home, at night, and fucking stomped them out. It doesn't matter where it is because it's Service Academy style play, where it is very run heavy. Vatech does not have the line to stop this. They showed plenty how Lenore Sellers just carved them up. Even though he only ran for 25 yards, he wore them down. This was a quote-unquote upset. Give me Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. Give me Vandy. Right? Vandy? Christian?
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know what to put. Vandy or VT?
Mm-hmm.
Make the pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just put you down for Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You said uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Putting you down for that. All right.
Yeah, I was picking them. I just wanted to be difficult.
Yeah, well, you could have been difficult with this fucking game because FIU's got Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull. I don't know why the hell you had to fucking sponsor Florida International because God forbid you ain't fucking winning shit for dick against Penn State. Penn State's a 41.5 point favorite. Penn State fucking stomps them out. Do I need to ask you guys? Just Penn State.
Ain't nobody care.
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide. All right. Rutgers is home and takes on Miami of Ohio. Ryan, I already know what you're taking.
Miami of Ohio, baby.
I don't trust this spread because Rutgers playing on cruise control against Ohio, letting Ohio back in is the problem with this game. I think Rutgers wins this game, but 15.5 is way too much. That defense needs to show me something. If it doesn't, it's going to be a long fucking night. Christian?
Ain't nobody care.
Okay. No, this is the ain't nobody cares this game. There's no spread on this game. Temple versus Howard.
Oh, ain't nobody care.
Yeah, exactly. It's Temple. That's easy. All right. Michigan State takes on Boston College. Michigan State is a 4.5 point favorite. It opened up at 3.5, so it's a point gain more towards Michigan State. I believe they're saying this is supposed to be the bandana game. If that's true, give me BC. BC always comes out and plays hard on fucking bandana game.
I'm with you.
Right?
All right. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, because we're getting closer and closer to September 11th. I don't think... Yeah, this would be it, because it's usually the week before 9/11 that they play it. Second to last one, UAB takes on Navy. Navy is a 21.5 point favorite. I only added this so I could say Navy and take the over because Dilfer's going to at least try to score in this game. But Dilfer's going to get fucking fired. Navy by a lot. Ryan?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Christian?
I'm with you too. I agree.
Yeah. All right, and finally, boys, time to go to the island. Sam Houston takes on Hawaii at midnight. Hawaii was an 8.5 point favorite, now down to 6.5 point favorite. I don't give a shit how bad their quarterback play is going to be. Sam Houston is probably one of the worst teams in all of college football. Give me the Rainbow Warriors. Give me Hawaii.
Sure.
Christian?
Now you know what I want to say.
Well, pigs aren't fucking. Are you taking the Cougs? Are you taking the Cougs or are you taking Hawaii?
Ain't nobody care.
All right. That is our college picks.
Cool.
Now it's time to get into week 1 of the NFL. Ryan, we talked about this. We are also going to do I guess you can call it a parlay at the end for every Thursday night game that we're going to do here, and we're going to do 2 separate ones. We're going to do a 3-leg single same game, and then what I like to call the Walt Disney trip, where we get it to about 10 to 15 to 1. But first, let's dive into the Thursday game, and that would be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and God damn it, this is just point blank, just screams what the hell is going on. Dallas is going to come out and they're going to miss Micah Parsons. Philly's going to roll over them. Give me Philly.
Philly.
Christian, I know you are previewing it. What do you got?
Yeah. Looking at this matchup, it kind of loses a little bit of luster now after obviously the big news last week when Dallas traded away Micah Parsons, but now you have two guys who have been kind of staples of your defensive front, and they're both gone. I'm talking about obviously Micah Parsons, but DeMarcus Lawrence, I think, was a key piece of the puzzle. He was the guy that kind of held everything together. With a healthy Dallas can be competitive, but I don't know if I see that this year. I don't know what direction they're going in. And I know they got George Pickens, but I don't know if he fixes the issues that Dallas has offensively from a balance standpoint. Dallas is at their best when they're running the football. But I have a feeling they're going to come out and they're going to attack this Eagles secondary with all the questions, with all the questions in the world. And then you look at Philly, it's one last time to celebrate the accomplishments of last year, and then it's time to put that title to defense now. I mean, you're the team that everyone's going to want to get up for each weekend. And each time you're on their schedule. I preview this one tomorrow before kickoff. Be on the lookout.
Okay. All right, moving on. Now we go to Brazil. The Kansas City Chiefs take on the LA Chargers. Kansas City opened at 3 points, is still a 3-point line. I'm sorry, what other news are we missing that this doesn't change? Oh yeah, that's right. Kansas City is going to have everybody that they have back, minus a wide receiver. But Kansas City loses their left tackle. Or sorry, the Chargers lose their left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a bigger issue. I think the Chiefs get their man and they get to the corner. They get to the quarterback more than LA has a chance to get the corner to get more picks. Give me the Chiefs. Ryan, am I putting down LA for you?
Yeah. And let me just say, I have a hot take.
Go.
Ready for this? If you are listening in and you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I think you're a fucking retard.
And go buy yourself some ice cream.
You are hockey helmet and diaper certified, my friend.
Jesus. And Christian, you're previewing it, this one too. So go ahead.
Yeah, I am. No, I'm looking at Kansas City, and I want to see, how Kansas City comes out because, last year everything caught up to them at the worst time, which was the Super Bowl. Excuse me. I think the Chargers are going to take a seat back this year because without Rashawn Slater on your offensive line, the defense lost Joey Bosa. Offensively, I really don't have any confidence in this receiving core. Yeah, you brought back Keenan Allen. I think he's going to be a great mentor to these younger receivers. Yeah, but the Chargers always seem to play Kansas City tough each year. I mean, last year they were one of a few teams that held Kansas City under 20 points. I preview this one on Friday. Be on the lookout.
Okay. Next, and let's hammer these next. Well, maybe not the next one, but let's hammer the next couple of these out. Pittsburgh is a 3-point favorite over the New York Jets. Pittsburgh, this will probably change because of the thing for the news about Elijah Vera Tucker. Probably go up to 4.5. I still think Rodgers is not healthy. From videos that I've seen, he's still having trouble moving laterally. The question is how well can the Jets run the ball? And how well can the defense get home? First game, this is the healthiest you're going to be throughout the entire year. God, I would love to see this be a thing. but I'm taking the Jets at least to cover this game. I think 3. If I can get 3.5, I'm taking the Jets more. I like New York. Give me the Jets. Ryan,
Go ahead, Ryan.
I don't even have to ask you. I already know, but do you have anything to add to why you're taking Pittsburgh?
Go Steelers.
Christian?
I like the Steelers in this one. I think that defense is going to be up and ready, and hopefully the Steelers can get somewhat of a running game. I don't see a lot of scoring.
No, this is going to be a hard under.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a defensive game, and I see the Steelers winning this one at the buzzer by a field goal.
I think if this game ends by that, like if it ends up being a walk-off field goal, I think Jet fans are going to be ecstatic about that. Because I think then that just shows how the defense is there. All right, next game, talk about a don't nobody care fucking game. Miami takes on the Indianapolis Colts with Daniel Jones at the helm for Indianapolis. Give me Indy for the sole fact that this is the first game after Irsay dies, after Irsay passed away. The team morale is going to be up, and I think they win one for the Gipper. Give me Indy.
I'm going to take Miami because Tyreek Hill always just seems to show up and show out in week 1. And there's nobody on Indianapolis who has an answer for Tyreek Hill. Or even Jalen Waddle. I like Miami.
Ryan, you're the tiebreaker. Who you taking?
Give me Miami.
Miami. All right. Question is how fucking close if Tua gets hurt. They have no backup. That's the one thing I'm always worried about too with Miami. All right, next, the Carolina Panthers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville is a 3.5-point favorite. Why does it feel like Jacksonville is not supposed to, is the only reason they're favored is because they're home? I think Carolina's the better team here. Because I think they have a better quarterback. I think the quarterback is starting to progress more. Trevor Lawrence hasn't really done much for Jacksonville. You're getting Calvin Ridley coming back after being hurt. And the only positive thing for Jacksonville right now is you have a field goal kicker that can hit 72-yard field goals. Give me Carolina.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Carolina.
Carolina in my mind. All right, New York Giants take on the Washington, soon-to-be renamed Redskins, but Commanders right now. Washington opened at 7.5, is now a 6-point favorite. Here's the funny thing. You now have a Giants team that has a defense, that has a new quarterback waiting in the wings. But what do they always do to the Commanders year in and year out? They keep them tight-knit, and that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to see Washington take a step back and reframe from last year, and you're going to see the Giants play their hearts out. Because, again, you're never as healthy as the first game. Give me the G-Men. Brian?
I'm going to take Washington.
Okay. Christian?
All right, it's time for me to break the tie, I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Washington. This one. They're just the better team. I think they're gonna want to come out and prove something. I think the Giants keep it close, so Washington does just enough to win.
Okay. That's fair. All right. Cincinnati takes on Cleveland. Cincinnati's a 5-point favorite. This game should be clean and simple. It should be Cincinnati. But the one thing that I would be afraid of in this game is, can Cincy get out in front early?
Not only can the Bengals get out in front early, the Bengals can't afford to start 0-1, 0-2, 0-3 again. They've done that these last couple of years. I think this is a must-win for them. And I just said a couple minutes ago, this is a term that I don't necessarily like to use so early on. And the Browns always play the Bengals tough, especially in Cleveland. But I think the Bengals get them this time.
Okay. Ryan?
Give me the Bengals.
All right. New England takes on the Vegas Raiders. New England is a 2.5-point favorite. Is it weird to say that I believe that they're only favored because of the Grable hype? I don't think New England is going to be there. I think Vegas comes out and Vegas actually pulls it out. Give me the Raiders.
Raiders.
Christian?
I like New England in this one. It's tough for those West Coast teams to go into that 1 o'clock window and on the East Coast and win a football game. And I'm actually pretty high on New England this year. They made moves. They had a great offseason. You got a number one wide receiver for Drake May and Stephon Diggs. You got him a running back he can lean on more a little bit in Travion Henderson. You got Will Campbell to solidify your offensive line. And defensively, the Patriots made some moves. They got Milton Williams from the Eagles, Carlton Davis, who brings championship pedigree. New England, I feel they could be a wild card team this year if all goes right. And Vrabel is a Belichick disciple. I like the Patriots here.
Now, what's funny is you say that, but the one difference between a lot of teams that are West Coast teams to now is Vegas has a quarterback that has played on the East Coast for years.
Yeah, but
and what is anything. No, but what is Vegas game plan for this for the most part right now?
They're gonna run the ball,
which is probably the one thing you want to hear if you're a team from the West Coast coming over to the East.
Yeah, but I think Drake May just makes a few more plays.
No, I'm not discounting what you're saying. I think the Grable hype is a little bit overdone. I think Vegas I think this is going to end in a walk-off. So, yeah. All right. New Orleans, oh, God, is home against Arizona. Cards are 6.5-point favorite. Who cares? But the Cardinals should take care of New Orleans.
Arizona's sweet. Next game.
Unless Ryan's going to take New Orleans, which he's been sipping on those beignets a little bit too much if he has.
No, I'm not taking New Orleans.
Tampa Bay versus Hotlanta. Tampa Bay, as of right now, is a 2-point favorite. I mean, listen, you have the best quarterback in the division in Tampa Bay with Baker. I mean, granted, your left tackle is going to be out for 4 games because I think he got put on the PUP list. But I think Atlanta's just going to be hurt. And give me Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is a better team.
I'm with you. I like Tampa Bay as well. I really don't see any team challenging them in the conference. I mean, not in the conference, in their division.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right, Tennessee taking on Denver. Denver is an 8.5-point favorite. Quick hit on this one. I think you're going to see Denver take the next step forward. I think Denver wins this game, but I also see Denver not covering this game. I think this is like a 5 to 6 point win. Give me Denver, but I think Tennessee covers.
Yeah, I like Denver as well. I mean, Cam Ward, for this to be your first start in Denver
In
against that defense,
altitude.
yeah, that's going to be tough.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with Christian.
Okay. San Francisco taking on Seattle. San Francisco is a 2.5 point favorite. I mean, what else is there? I think as long as San Francisco can stay healthy, I think they walk away with this game. Give me San Fran.
I'll admit to you, I was kind of on the fence about this game because San Francisco always plays Seattle tough. And I think this is a more important game for Seattle, especially with them being at home because they struggled so much last year. And remember, Seattle is known for being what? One of the more dominant home. Oh, damn, I'm tired. One of the more dominant home field advantages in the league. Two quarterbacks who were both out to prove something, especially Sam Darnold, because you had that great year last year. You got paid because of it. Remember, he has Cooper Kupp now. But I'm going to take San Francisco here because I trust that 49ers defense.
Okay. Right?
All
All right. Now pretty much the game of the week. Probably going to be going to Fox for this one. Detroit taking on Green Bay. Green Bay is now a 2.5 point favorite. Yeah, with Micah Parsons now, I'm taking Green Bay. It's Green Bay's division to lose right now.
Yeah, you could say that, but this is a game. This game's on CBS.
Oh,
yeah, this
hurts.
This is Nance and Romo.
All right. Well, it doesn't really matter to me anyway. I got NFL Sunday tickets, so.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. But
I previewed this one on Monday. I like the Lions.
Right?
right.
All right. Houston, LA. Ryan, I already know Houston. I'm actually taking Houston too because, let's face it, right now, Stafford is got a slip disc in his back. He's going to be in pain, and he's been taking epidurals. Yeah, I think Houston is gonna clean it, and Rams are favored. Yeah, that's a mistake. Houston wins.
I'm with you. I'm taking Houston. D'Amico Ryans knows what Sean McVay wants to run. After all, D'Amico was the 49ers defensive coordinator for a few years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Houston.
All right. Sunday night game: Baltimore taking on Buffalo. Buffalo opened at a 1.5 point favorite. Now it is up. Now it is flipped, and Baltimore is a 1 point favorite. Until I see otherwise, I think you gotta. I think Baltimore. I think Lamar is gonna be the reason that they topple this. Because I'll say this, and I said this to you, Christian. Who the fuck is Who the hell is Josh Allen throwing the ball to? Give me Baltimore. I know you're previewing it, so let's get Ryan's pick. Rye. Baltimore or Buffalo? Baltimore. Okay. Christian?
Man, I've been so excited for this one. You know, you look at Baltimore and you don't know what version of them you're gonna get, but I'll be real with you guys. I think Baltimore and Buffalo are a lot more similar than a lot of people realize because each team has a non-offensive minded coach. And lastly, they both um they both rely on the quarterback a little too much when it matters the most. Because I remember watching that divisional playoff matchup in January, and the last drive that Baltimore had the ball, Derrick Henry was on the sidelines. You look at Buffalo, AFC Championship last year in Kansas City, they were winning that game because of James Cook. And they just decide not to make him a part of the offense down the stretch. But I'm glad he got paid as well. I preview this one Sunday, an hour before kickoff. Be on the lookout.
All right, and the Monday night game,
Ain't nobody care.
Chicago, Minnesota. Chicago opened up at a 1.5 point favorite. It is now Minnesota at a 1.5 point favorite. Yeah, I mean, listen, Caleb is going to be crying his way all the way home. Give me Minnesota.
Go Vikings.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, until I see otherwise, I need to see proof. But that will be our picks. That is the picks for the for NFL, and like I said, we did our college football. Now let's have a little fun and try to put together something for for the Thursday night game. And I have it right here. So, all right. So the spread right now is 8. I don't know. Is that something we even want to touch? Like, do we want to open this up with an 8-point spread, or is that too much?
I say go for it.
Rye, what do you think? Just throw the 8-point.
Yep.
So we're all in agreement. So we're saying Philly -8. All right. Thrown in with now. All right. So where's rushing yards? They have Saquon at 95 rushing yards.
I think he gets it.
Think he gets it? So you want to throw?
Yeah, I do.
We'll throw that in there. $95 rushing. And here, what's Saquon's rushing attempts? Oh, that's an easy one. They have Saquon's rushing attempts 18.5. They're going to feed him at least 20 times, you would think.
They're going to have to.
So, all right, a three-leg round robin, or three-leg parlay is plus 210. So we can throw that in there. 15 attempts, and then equals to plus 210. So now let's add something that would be a little bit, I guess we'll call it the Disney spread. We'll go like a 5-leg, try to do a 5-legger. Can I get interceptions on here? If I could do that, I would almost throw in. Oh, no, I can't. God damn it, I would have thrown in Dak to throw at least one pick. Because if he's going to play behind, you would think he would be starting to do that. He would do that.
Right, exactly.
Rye, is there anything you want to throw in this?
No.
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 Kicking. Total field goals made, 3.5. Nah. Here we go. The first team. No. Here we go. Team total. So right now we have Philly over 28.5 for team total, or Dallas over. Does Dallas get 19 points? I don't think so. But I can see Philly getting 30.
Oh, easily.
So what's the under 285?
Damn.
You all right there, right?
Allergies, my man.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Huh. Okay. All right, so we got what is it called? We got a 5-leg thing for about 5-1, which is not a terrible parlay. I'll cash that in tomorrow, or I'll put that in tomorrow. I mean, hey, I'll get there and I'll have to put it down. So why not? I don't know. Do you think Dallas is going to score 19 points?
I do.
So all right. So the over is minus 120. Would it be better, do you think, if we go Dallas over 20 points, and Philly, and just don't put Phillies in there? Because then that turns into 10-1.
You're not wrong.
Actually, hold on. Can I take away? Let me see something. Got that. Give me team total game. I like that. There we go. Over 5.5 touchdowns. I think with the tush push and all that, I think we get 6 touchdowns in this game.
Interesting.
Yeah, you find some weird ones, right? You find some lingering ones. Because that's plus 1.5. So I actually don't mind that. I actually like that. Receptions. Okay, so here you go. You were saying they're going to be running the ball a lot, right? Do you think you're going to see Jalen passing a lot? And if he does, do you think it's going to go to Saquon?
No, I don't think it's going to go to Saquon. I mean, he has a dynamic weapon who he built up that camaraderie with in A.J. Brown and C.J. They're going to be, they're going to double him. Other than that, like I said, I expect this to be close all the way through.
So would you see more of a George Pickens getting 4 catches, or more of like Dallas Gilbert getting 4? Because AJ Brown has 5.5 right now at plus money, but I think you have a better shot at getting Devontae Smith at even money at 4.5. But I mean, yeah, you're looking at a 10-1 parlay. That's not terrible to look into. We'll go with that. We'll see what we get with that. I mean, we go from 210 to 10-1. It's not horrible. But with that being said, we will what's it called? We will take time to sit down and watch these games and enjoy ourselves over the weekend as well as we normally do. But with that being said, guys, you have anything you want to add, or do you want to bring this home?
I'm good.
Christian?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm saying, we good, or you want to bring it home, or you got anything else you want to add?
I got nothing.
All right, well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. If you like what you heard, please tell your friends on all social media accounts under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
At Daily Blitz _61.
Studcock STL.
And join us back here periodically during the week on twitch.com/the Nerdport as myself and Ryan play certain games throughout the week. I am playing Darksiders. He is playing Enlisted?
Starship Troopers Extermination.
Okay, and Enlisted. Depends on the day.
Pretty much.
I will, when I get finally done with Darkside, I have some games that I have stored away that I'm not ready for. Goddamn fucking monkeys spinning the wrong way.
Yeah, you're not ready for that.
No one's ready for that. Fuck the Lion King. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you heard, please tell your friends. If you didn't,
Go fuck yourself.
tell your enemies. But until then, always remind them two different things. One, Bobby Bonilla be getting paid. And two, there is always a teachable moment. And hell, if you don't believe me, then fuck it. That's just a fact of life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.